Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Diablo 2. Yes, I am actually in Act 3. I went ahead and did all the dialogue and stuff off screen. I sold some stuff as well, and yeah, we're not doing too bad. I'm going to go ahead and talk to Hratli here, and I'm going to go ahead and see if he has a better scythe or something for our mercenary here. Not really looking like it. We got Ice Bolt per attack. Meh, that's kind of meh. And yeah, just nothing really better than what he's got. So he should be fine. He's going to do all right in this act. We actually have 3 and 3 skellies, unfortunately. So let's just keep moving forward with the quest here. I forget how you're supposed to know that you're supposed to get the parts. I think you're supposed to just stumble upon them at some point, but I'm not entirely sure about that. It might come at the end of the quest log for the Jade figurine, but I'm not positive on that. We've got the Dark Wanderer here. We can't really do anything to him. We can kind of get in his way, but eventually he will just despawn, and yeah, he'll drop out those little flesh beasts. You see a bunch of these guys in Act 4. They're not too tough. In fact, they're quite the exact opposite of tough. They're meant to be just quickly destroyed and give you an idea that you're getting close to Diablo. Yeah, that's the entire theme there. Usually I don't even bother with them. I just kill them and move on. But I figured I'd mention it this time. There is lore in the actual gameplay of this one, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And for those people who were wondering, yes, I will do Diablo 3. Not really looking forward to it. I actually haven't played through the storyline of it, so I don't know how that's going to work out. It will be a blind playthrough. I've done Act 1. But other than that, not so much. You need to kill that fetish shaman real quick before he just totally wrecks your face. Thank you. He will wreck the face of pretty much anything that doesn't have fire resist, so our golem is probably going to be sucking a little bit of death here. But he's still better than the clay golem, so I guess we'll live with it. Go ahead and kill these guys as well. And let them just face off against our skeletons. Our skeletons are not doing too bad. We could possibly switch over to life tap, give our guys a little bit more survivability, and what killed him? Let's go ahead and go through. This is just a casual kind of playthrough series. I am slowly speeding up each time I go through. I will eventually be doing speed runs. So, and yes, for those of you watching the recording of this, I'm answering a question on stream as well. I will be doing that as people watch. But my goal for the Diablo 2 series is probably to be speed running by the beginning of next year. I'll be starting off probably with Assassin and Necromancer. Necromancer because everybody hates him on speedruns, and I figure I like playing the Necromancer, so hey, I'll enjoy it. So I don't mind going through the game multiple times. I'm obviously on Season 2 here, so yeah. It's something I enjoy doing that brings me a lot of happiness. So there's Spider Cavern. I think that's the one that has, yeah, this is going to be the one that has the, I believe it's going to be the eyeball in here. I keep forgetting which organ is where. I just know I need all 3 of them, and it's in the cavern, the flare jungle, and the bazaar. So, well, sewers, but bazaar nonetheless. Eventually, after I start doing speedruns, I'll probably do a tutorial series on different aspects of the game, like hell difficulty and things people have trouble with. I'm also looking forward to seeing what kind of additional work the devs are going to do on Diablo 2, because they have actually hired teams to work on the title, and it's updating it to modern systems, but it looks by the sheer mass of people they have involved on it that there's something more planned, and I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be. So, it's just one of those things that I'm interested in following, and yes, I am on 1.13 on this particular one because I have an upscaler attached to it and it won't let you on Battlenet anyway, and there weren't any big changes in 1.14 other than compatibilities, so. But I will be going to 1.14 whenever I start doing speedrunning. Not really looking forward to that. Hopefully I can get it set up in a way that'll let me on the Battlenet, but also let me keep it upscaled a little bit. Yes, upscaling is nice because it doesn't change the balance of the game. I can't target things off the screen, whereas like some of the resolution mods actually do make it so you can see things that are further off. This one keeps the viewpoint to be about the same without making it, I'm trying to think of the words to explain it, without making it so I can like cast traps and stuff beyond my sight, or cast a blizzard off screen. which is very, very cheaty. Enemies will only engage you at a certain distance. It's meant for balance purposes. There's some that, yeah, I got one shot off screen by the little lightning ghost or whatever like that. They intentionally do have a longer range than your screen length, and you kind of have to seek them out to kill them. That's kind of the point of their balance. So, I've never found the game to be particularly unfair, even with the increased difficulties that they've thrown on here, and I just noticed I have 2 of these little bastards. There you go. I don't like having 2 poison mages. They irritate the crap out of me. And that's the wrong curse. I forgot to reset my skills. That one's going to be F1. That's going to be F6. There we go. Yeah. I like having my skills set up a certain way. I changed it for Duriel back there. I don't know if you were here for that. But anyway, Iron Maiden here. We got nothing too impressive. I will be going back to do the Jade figurine eventually, and we didn't find what I was in there. Did we? Yeah, we did. Okay. I was too distracted. We found our eyeball. Next one up on the list is going to be the Flared Dungeon, which is going to be the brain, I believe. And I think the heart is in the sewers. Heart is in the gutter. I don't know. Bad puns are going to be a common thing. That should be my goal for every series. Just, I'm going to make bad puns about the game, probably insult a few developers and make people angry in the process, but generally I try not to be too mean. That is a dead end. How I wish I had Enigma. Season 2, I'm not going to be taking these characters into Nightmare. At least not yet. I might do that in a future, like have a Nightmare season where I choose 7 characters to take through Nightmare. But, Amulet. Lovely. But that's going to be an entirely different kind of adventure. Normal and Nightmare, really easy in this game, especially for certain classes like the Trap Assassin. She finds Nightmare to be a breeze. I mean, I can get through Nightmare Bale relatively quickly with her. A lot faster than I can get through normal with some characters. But, frankly, yeah. It's the only difficulty is hell difficulty, and even that, if you know what you're doing, is not terrible. All you have to do is kind of work around the immunities. So, yeah, I don't think anything is particularly unfair in Diablo. Let's go ahead and duck back here, let our guys do their work there. Probably going to be able to get 2 pieces of the flail in this episode. I try to keep the episodes relatively short. Last episode was pretty much the exception because I just really wanted to kill Duriel before the end of the episode. I felt like we were making too slow of progress, episode number-wise. So, yay. Let's go ahead and duck through here. We're looking for the Flare Jungle. Hopefully we don't have to make a detour through the Black Marsh. But if we have to, we have to. It's just a thing that happens. And yeah, once you find a part, yeah, it's the brain in the Flared Dungeon. I think it would have been better if they would have made it the brain in the sewer. Because, you know, mind in the gutter. It would fit me so well. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and load those up. I'm going to identify this while I'm waiting for them. Poison resist, not so good. All resistances +4 is probably going to serve me better for at least a while. I like being prepared for everything rather than prepared for just one thing unless I'm specifically going against a specific boss. Still have our cold resistance from last time. I don't even know how many of those I chugged. It was probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So that's 8, 12, 16. 8, 16, 24, sorry. 24, so that's at least 12 minutes there. And we're probably going to have 2 more, so about 14 minutes worth of cold resist, which is absolutely lovely. Oh, I still wonder if that was an intentional design or not, to actually make those work for stacking 30 seconds rather than, like, straight up 30 seconds. Just still bewilders me, and I don't need Iron Maiden against those guys. Let's go ahead and do a life tap here. Obviously, our AoE on that is absolutely horrific. And we're still in Spider Forest. I'm going to keep going to the right. I'm going to not duck in there just yet. Actually, that might be the waypoint. Never mind. I should duck in there. Her derp. It probably is the waypoint. We're going to see a waypoint and an elbow junction. If I had to guess, going to go ahead and let those guys die. Yeah, we got elbow junction there, and we're probably going to see the waypoint right there. Yes, sirree. That worked out pretty good. You guys can kill those guys if you really want. I'm not really concerned about it. We're probably going to be leaving them behind anyway. And I've got minions out the butt, so I don't have to worry about, you know, protecting myself as I come in. Oh, we just lost a Magi. Oop, there we go. He's back. Why is it never the poison one that dies? I mean, I swear to God, they must have like an AI to stay back. Rage. No, I generally don't rage at games. I think the only games I've raged at has been because of communities, not because of the actual game itself. Because the games follow rules. If you know the rules, you can break the game. There's some games that follow kind of RNG rules, which are a little bit irritating, and I don't like those quite as much, because it's all luck-based whether you win. There's a board game that I might cover later that is kind of like that. No, it's not Gwent, but no, there's actually a board game that I got sent a demo of a while back, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. It's like Talisman, except you have, it's 1v1 Talisman, sort of. And yeah, Talisman is very luck-based, but I thought, okay, you have skills and stuff like that you can use. You can set up a strategy. You have a deck that you can kind of work with to kind of mitigate some of this, but no, it is so luck-based that it's ridiculous, because there's so many onboard effects that it kind of basically negates any little special things you could have gotten from the strategy of doing a specific deck. You can just have a deck that gets screwed over by a random board. Ow. Don't whack me in the face. I'm not a whack-a-mole. Let's see. I think I might go for... Do we want more Golem Mastery? That actually improves life quite a bit. His next level up is... Yeah, life is 281. He doesn't get a life boost between them. This one does boost his life. I think I actually want to go for skeletons, though. Let's go up to 5 skeletons. I'm going to do the just horde of little dudes thing going on here. Spider Forest, that's going to be a dead end, most likely. Maybe a gold chest if I'm lucky, but I'm not going to bother with that. Gold chests just really aren't worth it to me whenever I'm just casually playing. If I'm doing a sweeping magic find, and there's the Great Marsh, we have to go through the Great Marsh. Crap. We probably won't get a second piece today. But, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. The gold chest in this game, if you're doing a sweeping magic find thing and you have high magic find, you can actually get some decent things from the gold chest because they have decent drop tables for their area. But whenever you're just casually going through and on normal difficulty like we are right now, it's not going to make a big difference. Normal difficulty chest, the best thing you could hope for is like something like a Tarn Helm to drop out of it, which is awesome. It would be very awesome to get a Tarn Helm, but is the one in however many thousands of chance, if not hundreds of thousands chance, of getting said Tarn Helm worth me spending the extra time to go down there and actually clear out those mobs? It's not. Let's go ahead and amp damage up, and yeah, we should be able to take out these guys. And you notice these glomes, these are the guys I was talking about lightning off screen. They'll actually, they will run up to you. It's not like, oh crap, I got hit by something and I don't know what it is. They hit you with lightning and then they charge up in your face and start trying to steal your mana. So, yeah, they're a little bit more dangerous in Act 5, but you won't see that until Nightmare in Hell. So, it's not something I really worry too much about. Let's go ahead and drink. I don't know why I drank the healing potion. I don't know why I swallowed that fly either, but those will be questions that are answered by never. Okay, Shaman down. Actually, I do like the XCOM games. For those of you wondering, I don't actually have chat up on the video here. I said if I don't like RNG games, then you probably don't like the newer XCOM games, but what about the older ones? I actually prefer... Now, I like the older ones. I actually prefer the newer XCOM games. Yes, there is RNG in them, but they are a little bit... your tactics can overcome the RNG, is the main factor there. There is one particular enemy that you meet kind of, I want to say about halfway through XCOM 2 that really pissed me off. I think they rebalanced him since I played last, which was back... I played back whenever it first released. But I think they actually rebalanced him a little bit to be a little bit less one-shotty. I actually took my squad in. I was like, okay, it's just another mission. It's a storyline kind of thing. So I'm moving forward. I'm trying to get the stuff that I need. And yeah, I got one shot by those giant stilt guys. So yeah, that sucked. But that wasn't RNG. That was just ramping of difficulty. The RNG in it is actually pretty avoidable as far as like how nasty it can be. Of course, I've also had those things where I am literally staring at a guy, like, right up in his face, and miss. So, yippee. But I actually don't mind those games. I like strategy games. It's kind of like chess with an RNG factor. RNG alone is not that bad. But, yeah. It's whenever it's impossible to mitigate that it gets bad. So, let's go ahead and duck down here. Boop. There you go. A lot of TCGs also have that factor of they actually have reached the point. Come on, give me the Flare jungle for God's sake. I'm tired of walking through the Great Marsh. It's the Black Marsh. It's always going to be the Black Marsh. But, let's go ahead and kill that guy. But, yeah, it's hard to explain the little, like, dividing line. And I think it's actually raining outside. No, I'm just... I thought it was going to be raining outside and raining in-game, which would have made me kind of happy. It's always fun whenever that syncs up like that. Ooh, you just got wasted there, buddy. And I think this is going to be the right path. Please be Flare Jungle right about... Nope, still Great Marsh. Still the bloody Great Marsh. I think I may have to be calling it an episode pretty soon. I guess I will keep recording after that, because we are not getting out of the Great Marsh anytime soon, the way things are looking. I'm getting pretty well poisoned here. Thankfully, I do have pretty high poison resist thanks to that resist poison shrine I just grabbed. But I don't think I have that bad a poison resist to begin with. Kite Shield, probably not going to be better, but we can sell it. Maybe. I should probably make a visit count anyway, because I'm getting frustrated, and that's going to be a good point to like kind of cut the episode and go into the next one. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Diablo 2. Keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This is Alzorath. Bye.